right, peace, 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 peace. Before I go into my appointed day, let me say this. All right, I give all praises to the Great Mother for another day of waking up to see the light of day, to be able to take my children to school, to be able to come home to a house that I have too much no worries about. To have a family that love me and that's there. I also want to give thanks and also ask for protection from the ancestral spirits, the ancestors, the angels, the archangels, all of the divine beings that are on a positive light that protect those that are striving for righteousness and doing their best to strive for righteousness. I also want to give thanks to those that are watching, and I ask the Great Mother, the divines, the ancestral spirits to protect those that are watching that are striving for righteousness, that are striving for the best of their abilities, to be protected from those that are unrighteous, that are mentally sick and mentally ill, that are possessed by those but that's possessed by entities that are negative, and they are showing it every day. I ask you to protect them and guide them, and to always be there for the righteous that need help and guidance, and protect their families as well, protect their children, their parents, all the above. On that, I say Ashe. All right, peace, peace, beloveds. Next year, I'm going to probably record my journey. I'm going on a spiritual journey, and I'm praying that I have the finances to go ahead and go through this initiation. Two initiations I'm looking into getting into. So, and then next year I'm going for my first belt in karate next year. Then I'm going into something else. Then I'm going to start my journey spiritually to start helping out people even more, to be a better asset to help out others. So I just wanted to just put that out there. But the title is be careful of those you got people out here that claim that they conscious, but they make up things. They make up and give analysis that they don't have expertise about. Um, many of us, many of us came across people in this path that are not life coaches. They did not go to school for psychology. They did not become therapists, but they'll give their own analysis but don't have the credentials to show it. Um, what I've noticed is that they will put fake analysis on so their own theories and spins on things, such as they might put takes on anxiety, what that could mean, and what depression may be, and they might even go into other things like narcissism or whatever, and they don't have no background on studying it, and they don't have a degree, and they all give their own analysis about that. You got to be careful with people like that, and then they send it they conscious, and they make up words, and they make up things that's in their mind. They become delusional. They make false claims. You got to be careful of them kind of beings, um, because what I want to share with you is that some people that do that, they try to gain an audience, and they'll know how to trigger an audience to make them agree with what they're saying instead of the audience actually doing their research themselves. We are now in a time where people fall prey and fall victim to listening to people that don't know what they're saying, and we believe it. And then when we go out in public and say what somebody else said that we have watched, come to find out from those that are experts that the person didn't know what they were talking about. Um, there's things that's unexplainable. There's things that are explainable. But you have to realize that if you want to know about people that is going through mental health or going through some stuff mentally, talk to somebody that study it. Talk to people that know what they're talking about. Because what you need to know is that people don't know what they're saying. They just talking, they just be talking, and they got people believing what they're saying, and you're pretty much manipulating the masses or people that you're that's watching you. You got to be careful of that because some people don't really know what they're saying. They're just talking from the side of their mouth, and they're just trying to reach to see if anybody else knows, so they can go ahead and say, "Oh yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is." In actuality, is not what it is because they're not doing the research. They don't know what they're saying. They just talking to be talking. There's too many people that's talkers when it come down to diagnoses and stuff like that that's dealing with mental illnesses. um I've seen a lot in my 43 years of seeing people that say that they know what narcissism is, they know what this is and that is, but then they say that they conscious, but then they put their own spin on stuff. Be careful on the people that don't know what they're saying. If they're not even a life coach and they don't know how to, they're not certified in any type of credentials that's dealing with the mental well-being of a person, leave them alone. And they claim to be conscious, leave them alone, run away. Because I'm telling you, what they're doing, they are what they call deflecting, and they're showing, projecting who they really are themselves, and they don't even realize that they have a mental disorder. They don't. People that have mental disorders don't realize, and they're out here trying to teach like they know what they're saying, but they really don't. I'm telling you from experiences. I know people that's in the field, that's in mental health, and they tell me the different places, the different things that go on, and how people nowadays are falling for anything. And these people claim to be conscious and spiritualists, and they claim to be this and that. In actuality, they're not. Let me tell you, a lot of people suffer and they lie to people on a daily basis, and they don't want to be realistic, and they don't want to be realistic because they are actually trapped in their own world, their own fantasy, and they got people caught up in their own fantasy, and they're leading that through the masses of people that's following them, and got people thinking that they know what they're talking about when in actuality they don't. And that put the people that's listening to them, they get trapped into the illusion of that person's world or their realm. That is actually a trance. That is a spiritual trance that they're putting the people through, and then people don't even realize it. They're just going by what somebody say. People don't even know that YouTube is watched more than television, and those that are YouTubers have a lot of power. They have a higher fan base or subscribers. A lot of people are looking for leadership, and they looking for leadership in the wrong places. We as YouTubers are pretty much are people on a camera, and we're not trying to. I'm not on here to tell people what to do and how to do it. I know what I have to do, but I'm telling you, people out here that saying that they conscious, they saying that they this and they that, and they not really, and they giving you fake breakdowns of mental illnesses and stuff. Be careful of that. I'm just going to tell you right now, be careful of that. See, I'm not on here to bring any type of negativity, but I'm trying to tell people be aware of that, because you got too many people saying, "Oh, this is this and this is that and this is the reason why I'm going through this." Be careful of that. This is the dangers that we face in society. People don't realize that there's a lot of people that are mentally ill, and they are doing YouTube videos, and they have a serious fan base, and the people don't realize that you don't know them. So, you just gotta be careful about that. I mean, you gotta be careful with that because people be on here just doing stuff, like saying stuff, and I try to tell everybody be careful because they were saying that they conscious and they're not. Hey, what's going on, brother Rashid? Hey, brother Rashid, I'm working on having a new chat soon. Just give me some time, my brother. Um, you gotta be careful with people like that because they'll say that they conscious and they say that they're aware, but then they give you a fake ass diagnosis on what depression could be, what narcissism is, what somebody that might have multiple personalities or something like that. They'll give you fake shit and tell you, oh, this is this and this and this and this is why the person is, or the person could be, they could even talk about somebody that's schizophrenic or somebody that's what is it uh it's another disorder. There's so many different ones, but they'll try to break down what their own analysis is, and they don't even have the credentials. They're not even a daggone psychologist or therapist. I'm telling you because they'll say that they're conscious, but they don't even know that the different diagnoses and stuff like that and how things are and it can even be the same thing or intertwined or could be a branch of that particular mental illness. You got to be careful with these people saying that they're conscious, and then they'll give you their own analysis. Oh yeah, the reason why this person is this way because their spirit is this way, and because of the spirit that no, please don't get caught up in that stuff. Because I seen how people talk about narcissism. I seen people how they talk about people that have bipolar disorder and how people have multiple personalities, and they used false diagnosis, and they didn't even go to school, and they'll have people thinking that this person's a demonic being, and they're not really what they saying that they are. People are out here that need help mentally, and they're going through it. Like I did, I read something about why some people are going through these mental illnesses. It is a spiritual thing to some of it, not all. I'm not gonna say all of it. You know what I'm saying? Um, but you got to be careful with people that saying that they're conscious and saying stuff like that, because I guarantee you, somebody gonna say the wrong thing. They claim to be conscious or spiritual, and they're gonna say the wrong thing about somebody about a person that have a mental diagnosis, and they don't know this person. They're watching their channel, and what's going to wind up happening, that person that's doing a live stream are going to record and say the wrong thing, and that person that's been watching them, they see somebody have that mental diagnosis, and they're going to either abuse them or say something negative to them, or they're even going to do something to hurt that person. It's going to be on the news media, I'm telling you, because they're going to listen to what somebody's saying on YouTube. This is why I don't talk about stuff like that, but that's why I said be careful of people that's doing that, because they don't know. So anyways, I just wanted to say that real short on this stream. I'm about to come back on here um like right now after this one and start going back into my regular scheduled programming. I just want to put that out there because I care about people, and I want people to know that, hey, be careful with people out there. They claim to be conscious and they're not. They claim to be this and they're not. They claim to be this way and they're not. They claim to be all this other stuff and they're really not. You got too many people that's out here that's being frauds and fakes and don't even realize, and the people don't even realize that they are. You get what I'm saying? And the people believe everything that they say verbatim. That's when I talk about mermaids and stuff, I give you sources and I give you people that talk about it. I'm not on here to badmouth anybody. And like in my past, I have, because I was being attacked. Now I'm more on a up and up and trying to bring balance and trying to bring love and so on. But on this channel, I'm here to build, but I want to share this because I don't want nobody out here getting hurt because of somebody making up stuff that they don't know what they're talking about. I'm gonna be back on here. Give me a minute. I love you all. I'll be back.